Hi folks, Rick Berube here, Vice President of Sales for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services of Arizona, California, and Nevada. And today I want to talk to you about an interview I did recently, with our CEO and owner, Mark Stark. If you're not on my podcast, go to your phone. There's a free app in your phone called Podbean, Podbean. Download that free app, the audiobook version, and then type in my name, Rickberube, and you'll have all these. I do these 30-minute calls every Monday at 8 o'clock. All right, I have interviews or topics, and 2 weeks ago I had Mark Stark on, and then this week I actually did his top 10 points, which I'm going to share with you now. So let's get right into it. Number one on Mark Stark's list was commit mentally, physically, to setting one appointment a day in your prospecting. That's got to be your mantra. I set an appointment a day. Some of you, it'll be, 2 or 3 appointments a week. Some of you will be 2 appointments a day. But have that number in your mind every single day, and stick with it. Number 2 was stop trying to do the perfect plan. Stop trying to be perfect at your scripts. You can perfect it on the way, so you're always perfecting, but you will never achieve perfection. Very good point. Number 3 on his list was proactive. There's got to be a proactive part of your schedule every day. I recommend you do that first, and that means door knocking, talking to people, however you're going to do your prospecting, just make sure you get that done early in your schedule. Number 4 is every day is not going to start perfect, but if you keep heading down the road and taking the next step, doing the next right thing, you can end up having pretty close to perfect days. I think that's a huge one. How many days do I wake up feeling like doing my job? Maybe half the time. The other half, I have to act my way into thinking, which is a very important point. Number 5 on my list is ask questions and then listen to the answer. Sounds simple, but it's really tough to do in real estate for some reason. Open-ended questions. That's why the scripts are open-ended questions. What, when, who, where, why. Requires a response other than yes or no, which allows you to get in decent conversation with people about them, their favorite subject. When you ask yes or no questions, the conversation can be quick, and then you don't get into rapport with people. Rapport means I'm having a conversation with you about you, your needs and your wants in a real estate transaction, which is very important. And if you're not doing that, it is very obvious to your clients. Which number 6 is the 50-50 rule. You should be talking in a selling situation or coaching situation 50% or less of the time, because that allows you to learn about your customers and clients. Very important part. Number 7, technology enhances the experience. It doesn't replace any of the first 6 we just did. Social media, Facebook, your CRM, all that good stuff. It enhances the experience. It doesn't replace any of the things that we just went through. Number 8 on my list is be an expert in your area. Whatever area you're covering, be an expert. Don't say you're the expert. Everybody says that. It's really irritating. Act like you are. And then you don't have to say that because they know. They see your signs. They see you knocking the area, having active open houses. All that stuff is critically important, Number 9, take responsibility. That's a tough one for a lot of us. Everything in your life right now is happening because of what you've done prior to today. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Some people like that. Some people don't like that. But if you want to change where you're going or where you're going to end up, you have to take responsibility for where you are. Don't overdo it to the negative. Don't overdo it to the positive. Just be brutally honest with yourself and take responsibility for where you are right now. Then you can make the changes that you need. And number 10 on my list is get clarity as to where you are. In other words, there are certain parts about this business that I love, and there are certain parts that I don't love. I don't have to do any of the stuff I don't love. I can get an assistant. I can get a buyer agent, whatever it is. I don't like talking to expireds, but I love FSBOs and just listed, just solds. All 3 markets we're in, California, Arizona, and Nevada, all the 5 lead sources, they work very well in all 3 areas. You don't have to do all 5, although it's not a bad idea, but you got to pick at least 3 areas. I'm going to work a farm. I'm going to work my SOI, and I'm going to do FSBOs. Then there's expireds and your just listed and just sold calls. Just make sure you have at least 3 of them in your repertoire of things that you're going to do to produce business. Okay, so there's my top 10. I hope to see you guys soon.